Alright, so now I welcome you all to Celebratory Update, right? So please, if this is your first time of coming to this channel, you are highly welcome, and if you are old, you are super welcome, right? This is Celebratory Update, where we discuss about celebrity gist, lifestyles, and all that. Right, so a very big congratulations to Omeche for her new ride. Well, this video you are seeing now is a brand new Mercedes Benz she got, right? It's not easy. It is not easy. At least this young girl has proven to us that you can actually do something without men helping you, right? She have really proven to everyone that you can do it without men helping you. I get the point. So seeing her with this kind of car, it clearly shows that there are some certain things that you know there are certain mistakes that some women do. And what is that mistake? The mistake is this: some of them think that, oh, they cannot buy a house without the help of men, they cannot own a car without them sleeping with men. So if you are thinking like that, I always tell them that Sonia did not sleep with anybody before she became who she is today. MS did not do that before he became who he is today, right? It's not about being consistent in what you are doing. See, it's out of consistency that Sonia got to where she is today. The same thing with MS. We same thing with Uche Montana. The same thing with Onyales, Destiny Tiku. Destiny Tiku own about 3 cars, if I'm not mistaken. G-Wagon is one of them. So all these things, she did not, sleep with anybody before she acquired all these things. It's not about being focused. It's not about you knowing what you want and you go for it. I get a point. So you must not do what others think that they will do to get money. If you're a very focused person and you know what you want, you know that you can actually own one of the most magnificent buildings without sleeping with anybody. You understand the point? So you need to understand that men only gift you just because of your body. There is nothing like the one that you have with yourself. As Sonia Uche is now, no man can come out and say, oh, I gave her what she have today. Even the same thing applicable to men. Even you that is watching me, some of you say, oh, you want to do sugar mom, you want to date a woman for her to give you her money. The same thing is applicable to you, men. You understand? So you need to understand that there is nothing like what you get by your sweat without the help of, or without somebody taking advantage of you, right? So you see, I must tell you that most of the things that women owe today is given them by men, and that is what have blinded a lot of them to think that when you date a rich man, or you date a senator, you date a governor, the person will be showering you with blessings and all that. But little did they know that there are some spiritual aspect of it that they don't know, right? So I am so super proud of this Omeche by, this car worth millions of naira. You understand? She has been a very hard-working person. She has been working back to back. God has been helping her. God has always been helping her man. Right? We are still coming back to that. Let's fast forward to MS and Maurice, right? Now, I don't know if you people have noticed that a lot of people want them back into the screen, that they miss their movie chemistry. I don't know if you have not been seeing some comments like that and all that. But I don't really blame those people. You know why? Because, there is always a different thing when Sonia is acting with MS. You understand? When MS is acting with Sonia, there's always a different thing. You see, I must tell you that MS is one of the most talented actor we have today. For me, I don't know. Like, he's one of the most versatile actor we have today. The same thing with Sonia. You understand? They are the most proud, like, I don't know how to put this in English, but their parents must be proud of them, right? They are really changing the industry. I get the point. They are really changing the industry. Because how you know that MS is a born actor is whenever he's acting, the way he speaks, the way he moves his body, the way he do this, you know that this guy is a born actor. Just like Clayton Joshua. I always make my point clear that you can as well choose your favorite, but I've chosen MS as my favorite actor in industry today because he's a versatile actor. He can act love film, he can act bad boy, he can act all types of movie being given to him and all that. And a lot of fans has been crying, they have been complaining, they have been begging, oh, they need them back to the screen because the last movie they did together was a mix of love, if I'm not mistaken, mix of love. I think I was about 8 months ago or 9 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. And since then, they have not really have time to act together because they have been busy from one production to another. Act also their own production. I think they have not really have scripts for them to come together. Even when some people think that, oh, this and that. No, it's because most of them, they are always busy and most of them have their own side hustling that they are, running. You might not know. It's not only movie that is the focus on. I get the point. So my question to you all is that, how do you feel when you are watching Sonia Uche's movie and MS movie? Do you feel different thing like when you are watching them acting with others? But for me, I don't just see their movie as a movie. I see it as a reality because they are putting in their effort in that movie. They make sure that they deliver their lines. Especially when you watch this film Upon a Vow. Upon a Vow is a movie that even people are still talking about it today. It's a movie that actually made people to start shipping. It's a movie that if you have not watched it, you are really missing, right? If you have not watched that film, you are really missing. You really need to go and watch Upon a Vow. Upon a Vow, in fact, I must tell you that both the director, both the producer, both the DOP, the director of photography, both the soundman, the props and sets, everybody participated well in that production. And that is why a lot of people are talking about this movie today. Shout out to these two people. They are one of the most talented actors we have in industry today. Now, also we talk about this movie. What is this? My Crazy Wife, and also Love. Is it Love in Stereo? Love and Stereo, right? So that was where Sonia, even when there was, Sonia was on live. I think it was Sunday. One of her fans talked about this movie, and also that they like. Watching her film with Maurice and all that, and the person mentioned the part that says, oh, come and solve me first before you solve whatever problem you have in your office, right? That part happening in Love and a Stereo. You understand? You see, when you are bringing out the movie that Sonia and the MS did, you find out that their movie is not just a movie. They will put it in a way that it will look so real. There are so many actresses, there are so many actors, but we are talking about the people that have the real talent. We are talking about people that can deliver. We are talking about people that can make you feel like people that can make you so emotional when it comes to, love, or when it comes to, reality of life, right? So I've watched several of their movies that I almost shed tears. And I must tell you that people will always love their movie together. It's not as if others don't really know how to act, but there is always a different thing whenever you are watching these people's movie. I don't know why. I cannot just explain why. But the truth still remains that people feel so emotional. They feel something whenever they are watching their movie. And I must tell you that it is not just about thinking of, it's about knowing what you are doing and doing it well. You understand? Sonia is a born actress, whereas MS is a born actor. I've always told people that there's a difference between a born actor and a trained actor. You understand? When you are being trained, you know from your acting, people will notice that this guy is not really a good actor, but he is trying. You understand? Somebody like Kimo, right, or Sofa, you all know that he's a born actor. You don't need to tell him what to do. You understand? He's a born actor. The acting spirit came out from him. So that is the people we are talking about. I get it, point. Because if you are watching Maurice, you need to watch him closely. The way he moves his body, the way he speaks, the way his eye contact. That is when you know that this guy is really a born actor. And I must tell you that Nollywood are proud of him and Sonia. When it comes to Sonia, if you are not even watching of her movie, go to her channel, watch her Rinji. You know, that movie, that is where she finished work. There is no acting that this girl cannot do. She have a versatile talent. And I must tell you that her fans are really proud of her. So that is what it means. So congratulations to Omeche. You have really proven to everybody that you must not go to a hotel to see a man before you get to a car. You must not sleep with a man before you get to a car. You must not have a boyfriend before you will own a car. That is what you have just proven. Congratulations. And I want every girl out there watching me should learn from me. Learn from this video. It is not just about content. It's about a message to you and the unborn children. Right? So please, that is what it is. Like I said, tell me in the comment section, what do you feel? You know, how do you feel watching MS and Sonia together? Do you feel their chemistry? Do you love